Hi guys, welcome to Untitled Crypto. I am Alan Chang. Let's get started. In this episode, we'll cover the details of Celsius bankruptcy, what are the latest action from the SEC, Circle's USDC latest full asset breakdown, what Binance thinks about giving the user the ability to trade stocks, the change in production cost of mining Bitcoin, and the tour of Bored Ape Yacht Club metaverse gaming. Also the latest news in the market movement. If you like my video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. Many thanks to you all. The Securities and Exchange Commission announced a final consent judgment against Jimmy Gale Watson Jr., an associate of the late John McAfee, for his role in alleged ICO scam. In October 2020, after Spanish authorities arrested McAfee, the SEC filed a complaint alleging the one-time antivirus pioneer promoted investment in ICOs with Watson's help, without disclosing that they were paid to do so. According to the agency, Watson assists McAfee by negotiating the promotion deal with the ICO issuer and helped McAfee cash out the crypto payment received. The SEC also accused McAfee and Watson of engaging in pump and dump schemes, secretly accumulating a large position in a cryptocurrency and then promoting it on Twitter with the intention to sell it as the price rose. The court also filed a notice of death concerning McAfee, dismissed the agency claim against the late tech mogul. Seems like the SEC is not just talking about they're gonna start taking actions. Remember the stablecoin USDC from Circle that I think is solid? They released a full asset breakdown and reserve backing its growth dollar peg token. Circle's report shows that the company no longer holds commercial paper, which is a type of a short-term unsecured debt instrument as part of its serves. In July of last year, Circle held 9% of its reserve in the commercial paper, but later promised to completely move to cash in US Treasuries. The report shows that Circle held $42.1 billion in US Treasury bond at June 30th. The remainder of the company reserve, $13.6 billion, is reported stored in cash. This brings Circle to a total reserve at $55.7 billion, slightly higher than the $55 billion USDC token in current circulation. So currently we don't have to worry about being depegged in the future. Regardless of how many new users it could attract, Binance isn't interested in offering user ability to trade stocks. The founder and the CEO of Binance, CZ, told the Creep on the latest GM podcast that cryptocurrency exchange offering the feature of neither right nor wrong, but he emphasized that swapping equity does not align with his company philosophy. While stock trading has probably lucrative the market of many retail investment platforms such as Robinhood and Webull, CZ mentioned he'd rather see Binance focus on building more Web3 tools, and said that Binance is eyeing a few companies as potential acquisition targets during the bear market, but that none of those will revolve the exchange of traditional equities. In my opinion, Binance is making the right decision by focusing on its expertise. Investment bank JP Morgan estimate the production cost to mine 1 Bitcoin has dropped from $24,000 to just $13,000 at the start of June. This cost depends primarily on electricity costs incurred by miners for running their machines, but of course there are other variables. So as long as the price of Bitcoin holds above this cost, a mining operation remains profitable. With the highest inflation within 40 years, it really bumped up the cost for Bitcoin mining companies. So the second target after a collapse of crypto lending firms might be the crypto mining companies. The much anticipated metaverse gaming platform from the creator of the Bored Ape Yacht Club is almost open for business. On Saturday, the Yuga Lab developed game invited 4,300 players for a first look tech demo tour of the immersive ape avatar navigated online platform. All other site players will be required to embark or view one of these first trips to be able to participate in the game, which has still not yet fully debuted. Exclusive and extremely high financial barriers to entry and the key components of the receipt has made Yuga Lab Bored Ape Yacht Club perhaps the most popular recognizable NFT brand in the world. The announcement highlights the potential tension between the spirit and scarcity of the Yuga stated desire to make other sites central to fight for an open metaverse. Can't wait for the official release so I can get a chance to play with it. As we all know, Celsius filed for bankruptcy. Now, let me explain what happened. The latest casualty of the $2 trillion crash that has wiped out some of the industry's biggest name and exposed investors to steep losses has more than 100,000 creditors, said it took the step to stabilize its business and work out a restructuring for all stakeholders. The creditor includes the crypto billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried. The platform held about $4.3 billion assets against $5.5 billion of liabilities, and has been trying to obtain new financing from third parties, but those talks made clear that bankruptcy filing was necessary. Celsius is one of the largest cryptocurrency lender. It has amassed more than $20 billion in assets by offering interest rate as high as 18% to depositors before it halted all the withdrawals in June. Celsius' trouble are emblematic of the problem plaguing the crypto space, where rising the US interest rate have sent investors fleeing and triggered the collapse of lenders and hedge funds. Celsius' business was built on loaning crypto borrowed from its customers to institutional investors. It was also a participant in a slew of the decentralized finance applications. In a statement on Wednesday, Celsius said it needs to halt withdrawals as without it. An acceleration of the pullout would have to follow certain customers, those who were first to act, to be paid in full, while leaving others behind to wait for Celsius to harvest value from liquidity or long-term asset deployment activity before they receive a recovery. Now, let's check out the market movement. This is a weekly candlestick chart for Bitcoin. As we can see, the candlestick formed last week closed as a doji candlestick, which is a reversal signal we need to keep in mind. And this is the daily candlestick chart of Bitcoin. This chart is just a reminder of the triple bottom is almost formed. When it breaks the white pressure zone is where we have to focus on. According to the hourly candlestick chart of Bitcoin, we can see it's trying to break through the pressure zone on top, but the selling force is still there. If it breaks the pressure zone, it might be the start of a short-term recovery trend. Overall, with inflation reaching the highest point within 40 years and the FOMC meeting happening within 10 days, there's a chance that the market won't make any big move before that. Even though the probability of the Fed increasing the interest rate by 100 bips came down to around 27%, but 75 bips is still a lot. So the hot money will be tightened is the fact. So let's be patient. Thank you for watching Watch Out Crypto. If you like my video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. I am Alan Chang. I'll see you next time.